18.
Yeah, I had deduced that.
Lucky number 18.
I thought 13 was the lucky number. Did you know why 13 is an unlucky number?
I forget.
It was the number of times you were supposed to coil a noose before tying it in a fisherman's knot to ensure that the rope did not break. You had to. It was like either a minimum or the exact number was 13, and so it's always associated with death and capital punishment and stuff. At least that's what
cool.
That's what I've heard, and that's why 13 is such an unlucky number nowadays.
Yeah, I've heard some other thing, but I'm sure it's equally as random.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't recall exactly what it was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is session number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready to start?
Yes, we were already started, so fire away.
Alright, this is session 18. Let's see. Bertok, you are getting used to having only one arm.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You guys have managed to purchase the Nautilus from Tyrion and outfitted it with some nifty ballistas.
Yeah.
And you've managed to slay a couple cows and the farmer that owned the cows.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Did we get experience for that? I don't think we would have.
No.
Damn, okay.
So you guys right now are just hovering somewhere near, somewhere in the outskirts of Tyrion here.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the countryside near Tyrion.
Sure.
And Raffin, you received a message from a messenger of death herself, who returned you to life several weeks ago in return for getting a black staff out of the hands of the goblins. And you now have a tattoo embedded on your palm that counts down the number of days you have left to fulfill Death's quest.
I see. All right. Huh. And we were going to somewhere else, right? We were going somewhere too, because he had a deal that he was going to do with another lady.
Yes, Lady Blackadder of Delgar, who wants them to explore various places on the map of the world.
That's right.
Try to find a particular portal they're looking for. And that map is in the handout. Should be Master Sargul's portal and map.
Yeah.
And
the portal.
The star right there is Delgar. It's for orientation purposes.
Oh, cool. That I like. Okay. Got it. All right. Let's see. Well, given that he suddenly had priority assigned to his life, or a priority task assigned in exchange for his life, where are we right now? Are we back on the ship? We're just back on the ship, floating around.
You're somewhere.
He's gonna
You're
get
somewhere near Tyrion.
All right, he's gonna get up one morning look at his hands and realize, oh, it counted down another day. And he'll wander down one corridor of the ship and bump into Bertok and say, hey, I had a thought. We should finish up what we were doing back at the Goblin Fortress. Bertok will raise an eyebrow and say, I can't argue with that. What do you have in mind? And Raffin will, if he hasn't already, rebrief Bertok on his encounter with death and sort of tell him what's going on, and that he has a mission to complete before they do anything, and that remember how I died? Oh yeah, I remember how you died. Well, the Lady of Death came to me in a vision. She wants me to recover this black staff. Bertok raises his eyebrows again and says, I don't quite know if I remember that. I don't remember hearing about that. Maybe I was drunk or something.
As far as I know, Raffin has not told this to Bertok so far.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So, Bertok will be kind of surprised, kind of interested, but he will have more of an interest that it has been proposed that they go back to the Goblin Fortress. And he says, well, with these siege weapons, maybe we can stand a chance this time. And Raffin will say, that is what I was thinking.
All right. Now, I would like to remind you guys, you do have some method of gathering information remotely. Bertok, you have the move where you can consult your signature weapon for some kind of guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Raffin, you have the cursed orb of scrying. And then you do still have Bloodlash's head that you can bring back her spirit and ask questions about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Keep that in mind if you want to do that.
Right. Good point. Okay, well, Bertok will mull this news over and then walk up to Boffin in the cabin, or not the cabin, but the bridge, and say, we have a little change of plan. We're not going straight to Delgar as planned. We went to stop by the Goblin Fortress first. Possibly finish them off if it comes to that. And then he mumbles under his breath, I hope it comes to that. Damn goblins. Hate them.
Boffin will say, alright, we can do that. And he'll give orders to lift the anchor, and the ship will sail off into the sky. While you guys are traveling, Raffin, you picked up at the I guess you guys picked up at the auction Cavendash's Lesser Swarm.
Yes.
Which was 3 floating daggers that you can throw, and then they can circle back to you once you get them.
Yes.
Or miss the target. And did anybody want to actually practice with those so
sure.
that? Okay.
I think that is a reasonable idea.
All right, cool. Or Raffin, you can brew some poisons while you're on the trip, or
I don't.
I'm not sure what Bertok could be doing over this little gap. But
Sure, we'll brew some poison. I think I've got a couple, at least one empty vial. Or
Yes.
do I? Yes, I have 4 empty vials. Believe it or not. I will use 2 of those for health potions.
Huh?
Which is, drink the potion will heal the better of 1d6. Okay. Oh, you must have just given that to me as a free skill.
I did, yes.
I thank you for this.
That's actually, I kind of had mine. Agatha taught you it a while ago, but I forgot to record it. So
Okay.
there we go.
Two of 2, weight 2. And I have 2 vials left. I've already got, it looks like, a couple vials of paralyzing potion. And I think I'll keep that. I've also got a one vial of golden root, which is trust potion or.
You have that, or you brewed it?
I believe I have it. No, I didn't brew it just now. I've had it for a while.
I think you used up all the golden root previous.
Did I? Okay. I will go ahead and 0x that. I don't. I might find that useful. But yeah, I'll make 1 more golden root, and we'll take my vial count down to 1. My empty vials down to 1.
Okay. Alrighty.
If I can find them. I just misplaced them. 1. Throwing daggers. Glass vial 1. Okay, that's enough for Raffin.
Oh, okay.
Each vial is 1 serving as such. Is that what the idea is? I mean, for health potion, it makes sense. You swill the whole thing and then.
Yeah. A vial is 3 uses of a poison or 1 use of a drink / elixir /
Okay, got it. I will mark. Oh, is that? Then that might be vial of paralyzing potion. I have 1 vial, 3 uses. 1x, 3 uses. I'm just going to say that because 3 vials of paralyzing potion seemed a little bit excessive, actually. 2x, 2 uses. And for golden root, I will call that 1x, 3 uses, right? Since that's more of a poison as well.
I'm going to decrement the uses on the alchemy set to reflect the potions brewed by you. Okay. Cool.
Oh, alchemy set? I like the picture of it.
Me too.
Yeah. The alchemy set contains the required tools for crafting. Jars. Okay. Alright. So I could recharge this if I wanted to. Alright. Bertok, throwing daggers. Borrow throwing daggers and throw them places.
Cool.
Not sure how this works.
What's that?
I'm not sure how this works. Is it just a dexterity throw?
Yes, just a normal dexterity throw. And then...
Where am I keeping it, by the way? Because I don't...
So,
Raffin isn't holding it. Bertok isn't holding it. Not sure who's holding it. Oh, or if I need to...
I think it's in the ship inventory.
Oh. Yes, there it is. Alright. And these daggers return to you, right?
Correct.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
I was afraid there were going to be like 3 one-time use daggers or something. Which actually Raffin could stand to restock on, since he's had an ability to throw daggers but hasn't had any actual daggers for a long time. Anyway, so Bertok, throw around some daggers. Oh, did I get experience from last time that I haven't counted?
Let me remember. Let's see. Last session was...
I have 2 unread messages. As usual.
Well, last session there was a bunch of gold being shifted around between people and vendors and stuff.
Right. Oh, man. Okay. But I do have 1 per guy. Is that right? To all. Okay. Welcome back. You said we were shifting around gold, and then I spotted that, yeah, we totally did get experience. Oh no, you've frozen again. Welcome back again.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's alright. I've found the experience you gave for accepting the quest, so I quick added that to everybody's. But no, there's no changes that I can quick claim.
Okay.
So Bertok, get out there, throw daggers. No, Sean, come back. Pew. Aw. Pew. Aw. Pew. Well, I got 1. He missed 2. Pew. Oh. Pew. Oh. Pew. Oh, man.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
Raffin. Pew. See, this is how you do it, Raffin says. Pew. Yeah, see? I got that one too. 3 in a row. Why do you miss 3 in a row and I get 3 in a row? Bertok says, well, because I'm terrible at throwing things. I can swing as hard as I want, but I'm throwing as hard as I want, and it's going off into the bushes. He says, yeah, I suppose you're right. Let me try again. Pew. See? Best ever. Damn, that's crazy.
All right.
Actually, that is a perfect 2d6.
Wow.
Plus my 2 modifier.
Nice.
So, I get double points on that one. You leave the knives to me. Bertok's like, that's not a bad idea. I think I will. But check this out. And he runs over to the ballista and fires one. Pew. See? And a cow off in the distance.
Alright, as you guys are traveling, okay, as you guys are traveling, eastwards towards the goblin fortress, you guys make a wisdom check.
Both of us?
Both of you? Yeah.
I should just keep... Oh, hey, there's multiple windows. But I'm not going to do that. That's going to be confusing. If I had 2 monitors, I totally would break my character sheets out into separate windows. That was Bertok. That is Raffin.
Okay.
Raffin is an idiot. We all knew that, though.
Yeah, okay, and that was Agatha. Okay. Bertok, you are going to feel, vaguely, something that feels like eyes on the back of your head, very briefly, as you guys are sailing towards the goblin fortress.
Okay.
Very brief, only for like a moment.
He will turn around and sit. Just kind of whip around and look. Raffin will be like, huh? What? What's up? He says, I thought I felt eyes on the back of my head. Raffin, being the idiot that he is, walks behind Bertok and does the Stooges poke right into the back of his head. Eye poke. No, not on the back of my head. I mean, somebody is looking at me. Okay.
You guys get closer and closer to the fortress, and make another wisdom check, both of you.
Oh, I just closed my windows.
Sorry.
Wisdom. Go Bertok. There we go. Much better. Go Raffin. Wisdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you are going to feel very strongly, eyes on the back of your head as you approach the goblin fortress.
Okay.
And, this feeling is going to increase in frequency as you get closer and closer to the fortress.
I can't shake this unsettling feeling that I'm getting, Bertok mentions at one point. Raffin nods. Yeah, I'm feeling it too now. Bertok strides over to the figurehead of the ship and drags up Bloodlash's head from beneath the prow, I believe it is called. Was there a ritual to this? He asks Raffin. Raffin shrugs. Let me check one thing. Snake idol alchemy set. Skag the slave. I don't recall how we turned this guy on.
Bertok has a vial of speak to dead droplets.
Oh, yes. Okay, Bertok pulls the vial out of his, the folds of his robe, or armor, or whatever. Sprinkles it on the head. One remaining. Oh, I thought I used only one. Okay.
You used one. You gave one use to the curator of Museum de Mort in Bellfast.
Oh. Okay. All right. So he uses one of these droplets.
Oh, okay.
On the head.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The greatly decayed and mummified head will come to life. The eyes will blink.
Empty eye sockets will blink. That'd be even worse.
Who summoned me back again?
It is I, your slayer. And he paints his face to look like some goth band. Some black metal band. I am Slayer.
I'm compelled to answer questions 3.
I feel eyes on the back of my head of Bloodlash. And we are nearing your home planet. Wait, your home thing. Place of the country.
Oh, wait. Can I just interject one thing?
Yes.
Okay. You guys arrive at the fortress, and the large encampment outside of the fortress has vanished.
Oh.
The large encampment is moved somewhere else. So there are some flags still fluttering from the fortress itself, but the main encampment has moved somewhere.
Interesting.
So, okay.
All right.
So you've seen that, and now talking to Bloodlash. And throughout this whole thing, you felt eyes on the back of your head. Yeah. Okay.
Bloodlash, we are nearing your home world. And I feel eyes on the back of my head, but we looked, and your encampment is gone. It has disappeared off the face of the earth. All that remains is the fortress. What has you to say? Poke, poke.
Sorry, what was the question?
What do you know of the goblins moving their encampment?
Okay. The strategy was to march on to Bellfast once we were at full strength. Yes.
Glancing over at Raffin, he will remember the black staff and then turn back to her and say, "What do you know of the black staff that we must recover?"
That black staff? Oh. The black staff fell into our hands from a wandering wizard who accidentally teleported into our ritual space. We took the black staff from him and tried to extract secrets about it from the wizard. And the black staff most likely is still in the hands of the wizard of the goblin camp. Gripknot. So he most likely still has it.
I see. Would he have gone with the army to march upon Belfast, or would he have stayed here?
Oh, he most likely would have gone with the army, yes.
Oh, so we need to chase that army. She does not say anything, but falls lifeless upon the answering the third question.
My 3 questions are up.
Okay, Bertok hauls the head back over to the stern, drops it down by its rope where it's tied around the hair, I think. And then, just for spite, pulls out just a spike and drives it through the eye socket, through the back of the skull, and hammers it into the hull of the ship.
Oh my god. Okay. Awesome. The skull will make meaty sounds as you drive the spikes into it. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Would it be... Why do they say don't split up the party? Because I totally want to leave Raffin here to go search for it in the fortress. Actually, I want to leave Bertok here to search through the fortress, but that's a bad idea. Because there was that one idol that was in there that we accidentally turned on and got everything screwed up with.
Oh, yes.
And I'm wondering more of the backstory of this goblin camp and its fortress. But at the same time, our best chance is to travel northward toward Belfast, northwestward toward Belfast. Halfway back on our stupid track to hunt the goblins.
Well, with the Nautilus, you can move faster than than people on foot.
Right. We land. Here's what I want to happen. We landed. We started looking over the encampment, and then the goblin cook leans over one of the campfires and puts his ear to the ground, and then does a little ritualistic dance and says, Kimo Sabi, me not think they around here, me think they 3 days journey ahead of us. Well, maybe we can catch up, says Bertok. Back to the kitchen. Go make me a sandwich. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, so they're chasing down the camp.
Sure, let's go chase down the army.
Alright.
Check after checking our stock of ballista arrows, bolts.
Yeah. Still got 97.
Yeah, it's 96. I wasted one.
Oh, right, 96.
Yeah, I fixed that too. But let's actually loot the camp and see if we can find any more. That would be awesome.
Ooh, cool.
Like maybe.
Yeah, there.
Go ahead. You sound like you have an idea.
Well, yeah, there is some spears and stuff laying around that you might be able to repurpose into ballista bolts.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also some tents and cloaks and random bits of clothing that are laying around. From the fortress, there is a couple of those Black Hand banners still fluttering.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like if there's anyone in there, they haven't spotted you yet.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's, wow, you guys managed to find the whole 14 spears. that you
Wow.
can repurpose into ballista bolts.
Cool.
And yeah, you guys don't manage to find any food or anything edible. They kind of scrounged up as much as they could.
Okay. Okay.
Do you guys want to keep some of the cloaks?
I don't see any reason
Or
to, honestly.
okay.
We
Alright.
gotta watch our stockpiling habits,
Oh.
which are turning more into pack rat habits.
Jeez. You guys are set with ballista bolts.
Cool.
Okay. So, laying anchor and sailing off again.
Mhm.
You guys want to head kind of towards Belfast, I guess?
Yeah, let's make a search pattern out of it, sort of a little meandering zigzag as we travel along.
Oh.
Maybe, yeah, see if we can spot the army.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, we're behind them, so let's go as slow as we dare so that maybe we can catch them off guard. Oh
I'm
boy.
adding in a road here
Oh,
that runs from Belfast north, kind of north of the mountains, and then south to Belfast. Alright, yeah, you guys drift this way, and eventually you come in front of you to a large, column of dust that is being raised on this road here that stretches west to Belfast.
okay.
And using your spyglass, you can see in the dust cloud the forms of goblins toiling down the road
Mm-hmm.
towards Belfast.
Okay, well, is there any place that we can see among this column of dust and possibly spot somebody with a black staff?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, make a wisdom check. Somebody.
Go, Raffin. Raffin peers over. He gets dust in his contact lenses.
Oh, poor rat. Yeah, you're not going to be able to determine if anyone in this column is carrying a black staff. The dust in multiple forms is going to get in the way.
All right. Oh. Well, Bertok, seeing this sort of thing happening, will raise up his flail Welcome back.
Sorry, you got all.
I see.
Sorry.
No problem. Bertok is going to call upon his heirloominess of his flail, raise it up to eye level, much like he did Bloodlash's head, but immediately start meditating and trying to bring it basically to life of some sort.
Okay.
And ask it questions on the current situation.
Okay, cool.
Pew. Maybe.
All right. Now, I need to remember what that move exactly is.
All right, I will. You're going to give me insight on the current situation. On a 7 to 9, you give an impression, whereas on a 10 plus, you give the issue in great detail.
Okay. Yeah. Your flail is going to the head of the flail, the jaw of your skull flail is going to move, and whisper things to you that you can't quite understand, but you get an impression. That the leaders, the significant goblins in this horde would probably be very much towards the center of it, protected by the hordes on all sides.
All right. Bertok will relay this to Raffin, saying that, well, I get the feeling we might find what we're looking for if we were to head toward the middle of the group. He will turn to Boffin and say, are we high enough up that are we low enough that they could possibly spot us? Or are we high enough up that we can maybe hover way above them and see what we can see from directly above?
Yeah, well, that dust cloud is probably going to obscure things. We could get high enough that they probably wouldn't be able to see or reach us. Okay. But, at that point, we also have trouble with discerning about them.
Very true, very true. He also asks Boffin, what kind of a dive can this thing make?
I've never tested that before, my lord. Let's see. I suppose a pretty significant one. We just have trouble stopping, actually.
That's my worry as well. So I think we'll go and we'll not bother with my instinctive idea that I just had. That would possibly be a dangerous move. Okay. Let's go and just scout out the middle of the crowd here. Yeah. Action. I'm getting other ideas though, but let's go with that for now.
All right, cool. As you come closer and closer to the goblin horde, you will realize that long teams of the goblins are dragging the two of their remaining catapults with them along the road to the with the horde.
Okay.
Towards the front of the horde is a large amount of these heavily armored guys here.
Ooh.
and then towards the back is the more worker sort of goblins that are towing the catapults behind.
I see.
As you guys drift towards the middle, though, you will see that there is several, seemingly more important-looking goblins in the middle.
Raffin pipes up, including one with a black staff. Keep an eye out for that.
There is one with a black staff who is dressed in long, dark robes. He's using the staff kind of as a walking stick as he walks along.
Mm-hmm.
There is Bagrier, who Bertok you have tussled with.
Yep.
He's wielding a big shield now, as well as his massive cleaver. And he's riding one of the big swamp cats. Swamp cats. Okay. One of these things.
Cool. Yeah.
There is also a lady goblin who is dressed in white robes. Red robes. He's dressed in red robes.
Mm-hmm.
And also a very tall being wrapped in a black cloak and armor.
Okay. I'm trying to think what would be the best idea, possibly the stupidest idea, and possibly the coolest idea here. My thought being, can they drift down to a level that they can just fire one bolt right into the middle of the crowd, take out as many as they can? Just huge swath of goblins pinned up on this ballista bolt.
Sure, you can try that. Yeah.
So Bertok will turn and say, okay, here's the plan. He'll outline it. Everybody will rattle to arms. Raffin will take one ballista and Bertok will take another. They're going to try to fire two at once and then make a strafing run of this camp, of this march. But at the same time, he says, okay, we're going to dive as soon as we're in so many 100 yards. Cut the engines so that we can glide. And then we'll just open fire.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Cool. Okay. Bertok and Raffin take their position at the ballistas. Boffin brings it in from behind, from the side.
From behind.
Okay, from behind. Yep. You drift over the catapult, over the slaving goblins, and then he kills the engines, and you guys drift slowly over the goblins.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Getting my dex buttons ready. Just because. How fast can you reload? I don't know. I've got 2 dexterity. I could probably reload pretty fast. Here, how about we basically say we want to make a 30-second pass over this thing.
Okay.
1d4. That was Bertok. Actually, I'll say Bertok can fire 1, Raffin can fire 3 within the course of 30 seconds.
Alright.
Does that sound reasonable to you?
That sounds reasonable.
Okay. Raffin being obsessed with the guy in the guy in the black cloak and carrying the black staff. He will aim directly for this guy.
All right.
All 3 times. Whereas Bertok's gonna just take out as many as he can with his one shot.
All right.
Including the tiny little goblin slaves behind the middle group. Alright. Strafing run, fire at will! Pew, says Bertok. Nice. Raffin very quickly in 30 seconds managed to fire a 13, 14, and 7.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Bertok, you managed to impale like half of the line of goblins that are tugging one of the catapults.
And then the bolt slams into the catapult and sends it toppling. No? Not quite.
It can do some damage to the catapult, sure.
Cool.
Yep. I think they have damages up here. Damage. The ballistas. Thought I wrote down the ballistas. Oh. Okay, yeah, so they do. Yep, you take out a whole half a line of goblins tugging the ballista. And Raffin, what were you aiming at?
I'm aiming primarily at the guy wielding the black staff, or using the black staff as a walking stick.
Okay. You roll for damage for those ones? Which actually for a ballista is a constant. 1 second. I think constant 2d6.
Oh, wow. That's better than my 1d8.
They're pretty powerful.
Are you confirming, or should I just go ahead and...
I'm pretty sure it's 2d6. Yeah.
There's 7, 4, and 8.
Oh my god. Okay.
That 14, though, that's a critical.
True it is.
So 7, 8, and 8.
What is the mechanism for dexterity for a volley when you can expend more ammunition, you can take negative damage.
I forgot about that. Yeah. It's basic moves. Volley. You have to move to get the shot placing you in danger, or you take what you can get and minus 1d6, or you take several shots and reduce your ammo by 1.
Okay. Well, if you just reduce your ammo, then...
Well, I'm thinking if we reduce our ammo by 5 instead of 4, just waste an extra one, because we're already using up ammunition.
Yeah.
From this whole craziness.
Okay. Yep. So 7 plus 4 plus 8. Wow.
So I'll lower us to 105 bolts. All right.
The goblins will be surprised by this. Raffin, your target of the 7 plus 4 plus 8. Wow. Yeah. Your target of the goblin carrying the black staff is going to topple with the 3 bolts piercing him. The staff is going to fall out of his hand into the mud, and There's going to be a massive cry as the goblins look up suddenly and realize your ship is slowly drifting over them.
Right. 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 Oh, I know what to do. Thinking fast, Raffin grabs a grappling hook, hooks it into the side of where his ballista is, and quick dives over the edge. His intention of swinging through the crowd of goblins and snatching the black staff before anybody can think fast enough.
Wow. Oh, okay, yeah, make 2 dexterity checks on that.
Pew. No.
Oh no. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
You.
I know what happened.
Yeah, you're swinging there, but on your first pass, you don't manage to grab the staff.
Right. How about on the second pass?
The second pass hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. Well, he goes
So
kicking and
you're
screaming and
dangling
flailing
there.
and
The
holding
goblins
on.
are.
Strength check. He totally falls. Damn it. Why did I offer you a strength check? His hands slip. He slides, burns his hands as he slides down the rope and falls into the middle of the crowd of goblins, landing flat on his back, his breath whooshing from his lungs as he gasped for breath in a circle of surprised little pointed faces.
Okay. If you want to, sure.
Yeah, I rolled
Awesome. All right. Baglier, the leader of this goblin horde, will yell to get the catapults working, and the goblins back at the catapults will stop tugging them and start to manipulate them and get them all in order to fire.
Okay. Bertok, seeing Raffin's idiocy, yells to Boffin, "Turn us around! Aim us for those other catapults that are being set up." And immediately the ship starts to wheel around in midair.
All right.
Yeah. We're directly over the goblin horde right now, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bertok will have another idea. Throw down the trigger of his ballista and immediately run down to the hold as the ship is turning. And he will attempt... Here's what my plan is. I want to kick the latch of the cargo doors open and then roll barrels of rum toward the cargo doors, and as they are falling out, light them on fire, so that we create these massive Molotov cocktails that fall onto the goblins.
Wow.
Is this possible?
Sure.
Are you sure it's possible? He's a tiny little halfling.
You might have to recruit some crew members to help you with this.
Yeah, well, the big goblin, the big goblin chef is unlikely to help. One, I'm throwing away good alcohol, and two, I'm killing his countrymen.
Who else do we have on the Nautilus, though? We have Gopher Chris.
Who?
The Gopher. Go for this, go for that, Chris.
Oh, hey, Chris, get over here. What? He yells, scrambling up. Help me haul these barrels toward the cargo doors. The ship is still wheeling around. By this time, he guesses that it's probably going in circles based on his lack of direction. Toward the cargo doors. We haul them and push them and shove them toward the cargo doors. Strength checking towards 5, 11, 10. Okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah, leave that big heavy one. It's too big for us. We need something to drink afterwards. Grab that torch, Chris. Chris grabs the torch. All right. Bertok is one-handed. Bertok totally fails at all of this.
No, Bertok is still strong. He's just missing an arm.
Yeah, but the point is, hauling a giant barrel of alcohol onto a ramp, or in front of the passage to a ramp from the middle of a cargo hold seems very unlikely.
Okay.
So,
the cargo doors still gape open, though.
Okay. Chris, just shove them out. I'll light them. Bertok lunges for the torch mounted on the wall. And then, remounting the torch, tears off pieces of his own shirt into long strips, which he, does something to. He looks at them and is like, what the heck am I going to do this with these? We don't have time for this. Chris! Bertok grabs... Okay, this is getting ridiculous, but Bertok grabs a coil of rope. Chris, stand against that barrel right there. He immediately ties Chris to the barrel.
What?
We don't have time. He lights the... He lights the corner of Chris's pant leg, and then and then with a mighty heave shoves the barrel out of the open door.
Chris gives a wail all the way down. Splat. Okay. A large patch of the goblins is on fire from the rum. Oh. The Chris ignited rum. Oh, God. Poor Chris. He was a good gopher. Okay.
Maybe Chris can also be like one of those guys in the movies that just won't die, no matter what you do to him.
Okay, so bottles are out. Yeah. You guys still on the Nautilus are going to the principal, the leaders of the Black Hand goblins have managed to scramble out of the way of the Molotov cocktail that you dropped down onto the goblin horde. The ship is now facing towards the back of the horde, towards the goblin, towards the catapults, kind of sailing slowly towards them. You will hear, as you slowly drift away, a sizzling thunk as something hits the bottom of the Nautilus. And you'll immediately smell this burning smell. Um, and if you guys are actually in the hold,
Yes.
smoke slowly starts to seep up through the floorboards um, of the ship.
Okay. Bertok, realizing his plight, will quickly, you left the. Bertok, realizing his plight, will immediately evacuate and then shout over the din of battle that we are on fire. But that staff, we must recover it at all costs. No, he doesn't care.
Well, maybe a good point to switch back to poor Raffin in the
Right.
middle of the goblin camp, surrounded by surprised goblins. And from the way you were swinging, Raffin, you're actually only a few yards from the poor goblin that you impaled with the ballista bolts.
Right. Poor. No. But I will. Am I able to scramble to my feet and run over? Or am I too out of breath for that?
No, you would have recovered by now.
Am I too surrounded?
Um,
We'll have to fight through some of these things.
The goblins actually are kind of wheeling from the fiery cocktail that descended from the heavens. So you have a little bit of breathing room.
Am I reeling from the fiery cocktail as well?
Roll plus your constitution.
All right.
I mean, I'm hoping they avoided you.
I am too, but of course, Bertok was not thinking.
Okay, yeah, you get a little singed from it.
As I scream up to the heavens, "What are you thinking up there?"
But it's only one
And
damage from the rain of fire.
All right. Scrambling to my feet, I rush over and oh man, I'm already down to 2.
Huh?
2 out of 18 health for Raffin.
Yeah. Why?
Because
Yeah, I
I
think-
forgot to look at that this time around.
Okay, so you're at full health now, Raffin.
Okay, so 17 then. I assume Bertok is as well.
Yes.
24.
Minus an arm. Yeah, full health.
Yeah, okay. So, Raffin, scrambling to his feet, screams up at Bertok for his, for being so impulsive about this whole fiasco, and stumbles and rushes across the ground, shoving goblins aside as they scream and yell and try to dodge flaming pieces of debris as fire splatters over everything. And he rushes over to the black staff and grabs it up with both hands.
Cool. There is the goblin dressed in red robes, very nearby, who is trying to drag the body of the wizard goblin to safety. And she sees you, Raffin, come up to the staff, and she says, "No, that belongs to us."
At which point, not knowing what I am doing, I raise it above my head and yell, "I have it, Lady of Death!" And then I swing it down and point it menacingly as if it's supposed to now do something. But not really sure that it will. Without faith and conviction, I pointed at the red-robed goblin lady, hoping beyond hope that it might actually do something effective. Whee! Cool.
Really? I have no GM notes. I thought I did. Yes. Touching this staff gives you Bertok, Raffin, an innate sense of what you possibly can do with it. There is a list of spells that I didn't write down, of course. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so very briefly, those are the spells you innately can feel are bound within this particular staff.
Cool. All right.
And you can use any of the, well,
Any of them at will, you said?
I'm not sure how to say this. Yeah. Oh boy. You are free to use any of them, but the staff does seem to be vaguely malignant, so it might not be best to use it frequently, but yeah.
I see. Do I get a sense of that as well?
Sort of.
I like where this is going, though. All right. Raffin picks up the staff, the spirit of necromancy flowing into him from his hands, and he will kind of look. His eyes will light with this evil intent as he vaguely hears the red-robed goblin screaming that it's hers, it's ours, you can't have it. And he will sense what this staff is able to do. Thinking about how Bertok just mindlessly threw a big giant Molotov rum cocktail upon him. Thinking about his past, how much he hates his father for abandoning him on the streets, and how much hatred he has for the world. And then he'll go to his mother and be like, I killed them all. All the sand people. There's none left. Padme, where is she? No. And he will summon monster from the death plane.
Ooh,
wishing it to be a big one. Maybe like Titan size.
Okay. Yeah.
He will incant whatever it needs to be intoned as he points.
All right. Black smoke will billow from the staff. The head of the staff will glow orange, and a massive black dragon will emerge out of the black smoke.
Not good. Not good. But I don't care. I'll yell to the dragon, "After them!" And he'll point to the red-robed goblin lady.
The dragon will open its mouth, breathe in and huff out a large plume of green smoke he fans over the goblins, and they blacken into skeletons.
Cool. Raffin turns toward the airship, points and says, "Not them. No, not them. I need them to get home with. Any other goblins? Go for it."
All right, the dragon.
No.
Kind of.
He holds up his hand and tries to halt the dragon before it wheels and leaves. But anyway, did I just massacre the entire goblin army?
Pretty much.
Okay, I am happy.
Alright, back at the airship, you see that, from nowhere, a black dragon has appeared and is now, wallowing into the goblins, cramming it into its mouth, sweeping with its tail.
Right.
Clawing everywhere. And
Cool.
Raffin's just, laughing in the middle.
Awesome. Okay. Bertok stares in horror, then yells to Boffin, "Turn the ship back around! We're gonna take this thing on!" And as he rushes to the ballista on the side, knocks a bolt and lets it fly.
At the goblin?
At the
dragon?
At the dragon.
Wow. Okay.
Pew. I don't know. It does something. He wasn't sure what. But he realized almost immediately that it was a pointless endeavor.
It skitters off the goblin, off the dragon's armor. Yeah. The dragon looks up at you on the airship, and speaks a few words of magic, and your ship is enveloped in darkness.
Oh. Immediately, cries of dismay arise from the lower decks. But of course, I don't know who that was, as I am blind. Yeah, I'm trying to think now.
Cap, Lord Bertok, we're flying blind here. Boffin says.
Get us down to the ground, Bertok yells back. Just get us to the ground. Use your instrument landing or something. I don't know. What are we allowed to do? What are we able to do here? Just we get us to the ground. That's all I ask.
You feel a swoop in your stomach as the ship goes into a dive down to the ground and levels off. Mm-hmm. Down below the fog of darkness that you guys got enshrouded in.
I see.
Raffin and the dragon are still down here. The dragon has Baglier in its jaws. Baglier's got his shield kind of in the way and trying to hack at the dragon with his big cleaver. But most of the other goblins are either dead or trying to desperately run away.
Cool. Okay. Raffin seems pretty immortal at this point, or at least unstoppable, and he feels no remorse, but instead submits himself to the will of the staff. And gazing up at Baglier, actually, that's a little bit more interesting. Gazing up at Baglier struggling in the jaws of the dragon, he will pull out his vial of golden root and fling it at Baglier. The entire vial, all three uses.
Wow.
And
okay.
And he, as soon as it connects, which it does apparently, he will yell, "It's okay! I'm coming for you, Baglier!" Haha, not really. Everything's gonna be alright.
Oh my god. Okay. Baglier's eyes will glaze over. It will say, Baglier will say, "Hurry up, it's gonna eat me." Tries to fend off the dragon some more.
Just a few more seconds. Just a few more seconds. I'm on it. Raffin makes to look like he's rushing around and working on things, but just sort of rushes around and does nothing.
The dragon crunches its jaws some more, and Baglier says, "Ah! Hurry, it's gonna eat me!"
Of course, I was talking to the dragon, not you.
You bastard!
Oh, I feel so terrible.
In a last-ditch effort, Baglier throws his cleaver at you, Raffin. And you can try to dodge it. It's quite a distance away.
I No, I need to pay for my crimes. And I am too hazed with bloodlust to really notice this cleaver coming at me.
It does 6 damage to you, Raffin, as it hits,
Okay.
cleaving into your head.
I immediately am also stupefied. I mean, yeah, a cleaver in your head is not really great for the intelligence here.
True.
I will sink to my knees. Oh, and since I am stunned and no longer able to focus on said dragon, would the dragon also disappear? Is he my manifestation, or is he actually an actual dragon that's doing actual things?
He is an actual, real, live dragon.
Okay.
That you have you have a chance to dessummon it, but if you fail the desummoning, then the monster actually exists here.
Okay, I'm up for trying that though.
Alright.
In my haze, I mumble something that sounds like the desummoning charm. Although I don't know it, and I would rather keep the thing around, to be honest.
You can try it out.
No, I would rather not. I would rather try to desummon it and then fail.
Okay. Yep. Roll plus your wisdom.
Yeah. Wisdom. Pew. 5.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever mental link you have with the dragon is severed, and the dragon gives a leer as you try to desummon it, and says that you should never summon what you can't banish. And
Oh boy.
starts to stalk forwards towards you, Raffin.
Yeah.
You might make a little snack.
At this point, Bertok has gotten enough of his senses together, as well as his good side. Basically, he has enough of a conscience to know. I think we're. I think it's we're kind of done. This dragon is done with us. Time to take it out. He wings the ballista around one-handed, pulls back the bolt, sends it flying. Connects. 8.
Awesome. Roll for damage.
That's a 2d6 again.
Yes. Yep.
6. Pew. Oops. Another 8.
Okay. Alright. That is going to hit the dragon in the sort of front shoulder. It's going to penetrate its armor a little bit, and it's going to reel a little bit in pain, crane its neck around, rip the thing out, spit it to the side. You'll have to do better than that, little gremlins. What are you?
Hobbit
All right.
says. We are hobbitses, says Bertok as he lets another fly. Pew.
Alright, that'll hit.
With 5.
Okay, that will unfortunately skitter off his armor.
Oh, man. Okay.
Dragons have really high armor.
Alright.
The dragon is going to rear up on its back legs, spread its wings out, strike a terrifying pose, bellow mightily, and all Raffin and Bertok make a wisdom defy danger here.
Sure.
For not being terrified of the dragon.
Surprisingly, Raffin is okay. As is maybe Bertok. Maybe.
Alright.
Actually, both of them are maybe.
But yeah, Bertok is going to freeze for a moment, but Raffin is free to shrug off the dragon fear and do something.
Okay. Raffin will hold up the staff and attempt to link himself to the plane of death and contact any spirits which might be listening and plead his case to try to banish this dragon, saying that it is now stuck here in the mortal realm. What must I do to rid ourselves of this immediately? Spirits of the dead. Thunk. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, who? All right. You will hear a ghostly voice whisper into your ear, Raffin, that if you can get its health down to where it can't maintain tangibility anymore, it will be banished back to the realm that it came from.
Okay. 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 Great. Okay. Yeah, I see you're setting up initiative here.
Yeah, just for laughs, and then How's this work again?
How's what?
How does the
Oh,
turn
you
thingy work?
select their token and say add turn.
Okay. All right.
Which means we might need a different map, but or something like that. Or I wonder.
Yeah.
No, I can't click on their list, on their handouts list.
What's the arrow do
Arrow?
in the turn order? The little arrow.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't recall. Oh, arrow means go to next turn. So whatever the order they're in, it just shifts, like does a little rotate.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, Raffin's done.
I only see the dragon, by the way.
Oh, you do. Oh, I see Bertok and Raffin.
I only see the dragon.
Okay. Add Raffin and Bertok. Yes. Yes.
Where's Raffin?
Okay, cool. There we go.
And Bertok. Okay.
So, we okay, Raffin, you consulted the spirits. Bertok, you are frozen by dragon fear still.
Okay. So the dragon's turn, I would imagine.
Dragon's turn, yes.
You know, I have a I have the dragon pack from Roll20. I spent the $5 and got the pack for the token pack for dragon and flighty things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I could totally pop in as a GM and quick add one if you wanted. But no, that looks cool. I like this one. So.
Yeah, it'll work for a somewhat random encounter. Okay. The dragon will fall back down onto its legs. The ground will shake as it lands. It'll huff its breath and blow a huge stream of green flames at you, Raffin. Defy danger with Constitution. Try to avoid being melted by the flames here.
Yeah, Constitution. Yeah, I am now melted. What sort
Possibly not dead, but very melted, yeah. Wow.
Or maybe
Does that kill
dead.
you?
That does. That more than kills me.
Yes.
No, that's fine. I thought maybe he could meet up with the Lady of Death now that he has his staff, or her staff.
That's true.
But I need to do death roll just because rules are rules and I never get to do these. So let's do the thing where they do the thing. Special moves. Last breath. Alright, let's last breath myself. Roll 2d6, go. Yes, I am dead. Not yes, I'm not.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Raffin, there is no saving you. Your body vaporizes into a stream of black ashes.
And all my...
Charred skeleton.
Yeah, all that's left is a skeleton standing there like he's holding a staff. I was next, right? Can I move my turn forward? Can I take... Did I ever have a hold forward for an action?
I don't recall.
I don't know either. But I thought it would be totally awesome if, as I see this stream of green coming at me, I quick summon all of my wit about me and summon animate dead.
On yourself?
On myself.
Animate dead is weird in that Animate dead is weird in that the animated body is animated by some random spirit, not the one it originally had.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, Raffin, you dissolve into black bones.
Right.
The staff is still standing there for a moment, and then it falls back into your skeleton and scatters it.
Any sort of final words from Lady of Death? Or non-final words, or great job, Raffin, you did what I thought you'd do. Idiot.
Yeah, I'm really trying to make you live through this.
Don't worry about trying to make me live. If that's
okay,
I'm fine with letting him go. I
Okay.
expected I'd have to eventually anyway. See, this is John. This should be John's goal. If you want to start a new character, wait till your old one dies.
True. Yeah. Yeah, Lady Death will approach you, Raffin, and will give you kind of a ghostly sort of grin that you succeeded. But other than the grin, she will not. She will not acknowledge. She will say though that hopefully the staff will remain out of the goblin hands and usher you into her realm of death. Where you get immortalized.
Oh, golly.
By an ironic death, by summoned dragon breath. in the carnival of delights.
No, I'm just having an idea. An idea for a second, a new character being. She sends Raffin back in time, and as his skeletal form totally knocks up a girl, and she has a son, and this son grows up to be a necromantic wizard. Or something, but that's kind of far-fetched and stupid, and I've already done too many far-fetched, stupid things this session. Because, yeah, let's just pull a time warp and rewrite everything so that nothing happens. Isn't that the way all the movie writers do it?
All of your magical objects drop to the ground amid your bones.
Yep.
And Raffin is dead. Bertok, what are you witnessed the dragon torching your companion?
He will stare,
Raffin.
horrified, watching the black staff that they diverted away from their original course to Delgar to find drop among the bones of Raffin. And he'll scream, fire off another volley of arrows at the dragon, and then yell to Boffin to turn the ship around, we're getting the heck out of here. Wait, do we want to loot the corpse? No. No. Bertok says, let's get out of here. Immediately the ship turns and starts to make haste to escape the dragon.
All right. The dragon is not going to give chase. The last thing you see is the dragon poking around the bones of Raffin and taking up the black staff.
Nice. Oh, that's nice. I was hoping for this. Imagine a dragon wizard.
I know.
They can already do so much. Then give him wizard powers on top of that. Yes. I think this is a cool idea. Alright.
Agatha is sobbing at the loss of Raffin. You can hear her sobbing in her room.
Yeah. Bertok is more sullen. He was the best poker player. He always won. No.
And where did you guys want to go? Back to Delgar?
Delgar? No. We've never been there.
Okay.
We've never been to Delgar, and I don't feel up in the mood for going to Delgar as we're in mourning right now. But if we wanted to make back to Tyrium, or actually let's just stop at Bellfast. Bellfast seemed like a friendly enough place.
Okay, sure.
And then if we want to wrap it up for this session once we get there.
Yeah. Circle around the dragon. Yep. Yeah, Bellfast is very familiar and very comforting after the horror of losing Raffin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get a beer at your favorite inn
Right.
and reminisce about Raffin and his horrible decisions.
He was so headstrong. He always did things off the cuff. Something. No, that was more me that did things off the cuff. You can't blame Raffin for getting us in so much trouble. I mean, what about those owlbears? Yeah, but he was the one that suggested we leave Ivan behind. Ha! Ivan, I think anybody would have left him behind. Yeah, I know. But still, it was Raffin that actually suggested it. You're right. I know. It's a sad day for all of us. He was the one that picked the lock on the bomb. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah. Well. And they just go on and on. Meanwhile, back in hell. See, that's been my standard way of keeping a character alive, is suddenly you have to rescue them from the underworld or something like that. But, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Trying to think. Would Bertok be an ass enough to try to console Agatha in her room that night or not? I think he would not be, and he would probably leave her alone for now.
Either way, you can.
No, he's not
You
gonna.
can have that happen.
He's not gonna do that. He's not that bad. Okay, well, I don't know. Now we have a bunch of stuff to think about.
Yeah.
Because I have no good ideas for another character. Not at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I need to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not thought about that actually.
Right. Well, diving headstrong into necromantic spells when I have no ability to do so is just kind of like, okay, then again, what in the world am I thinking? So yeah, it's like he had it coming. Definitely had it coming. But I'm trying to think, what is there for other characters? There is Wizard. There is Wizard. If I were to...
There is Rolo.
That's right. Didn't Dungeon World Wizards have the spell slot thing? I thought they did.
They do not, no.
Oh.
They have a really weird, a sort of strange system where you can prepare spells that their levels total your level plus 1.
Oh.
Which I never really liked because it means that high level spells, to actually cast them, you have to give up, several low level spells
Right.
memorized.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't remember how that worked.
But once you have it memorized, you can really cast it as many times as you want. Given that you succeed your intelligence roll.
I see. Alright, well, I'll have to look up the character sheet list again. Just because I'm not sure how I want to work that out. Anyway. Alright,
What is it? That was pretty cool, Raffin using the staff immediately.
yeah, well, definitely. Did he pass on to Bertok the quest for Lady Blackadder?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so we still know what we're supposed to do for that one. It's not like we're out a bunch of quests. Alright. Yeah, I think continuing on with that will be fine.
Alright, cool. Did I say that some goblins ran away?
Not that I recall, but they totally could have. I think you said we killed most of them with that dragon blast.
Right. Okay.
And I did assume that most of
there's
them
one particular.
meant some were left.
Right. There's one character I did want to bring up again.
Okay.
At some point. Thanks for playing today. That was fun.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man. I should resurrect Clovis. That might work.
Oh yeah, Clovis. Yeah.
Because he
I
totally.
have an idea with him.
Because he totally rode into the sunset. So I mean, I could play him as riding back out of the sunset. Hulk smash! Damn, man. Although he's more of an Asgard type, not necessarily a Hulk type. At least by his looks.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to assume he was like Hrun the Barbarian from Discworld, then he could totally be Hulk. Cares more about posing for pictures on top of rocks and making himself look as barbarian-like as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, Hrun the Barbarian. I'll have to read you a chapter or two sometime. When he goes to fight the big worm god. It's a really cool thing. But then afterward he comes out and he's like, well, that was fun. Now take a picture of me up on top of this rock. Or something of that sort. It's pretty entertaining, actually. But anyway. Yeah, I'll think about that. Clovis might be kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop this stream at the very least. I'm sure our wrapped